How's it going, everybody? My name is Dig McCaffrey. Thank you so much for joining me on the very first video on the new Dig Talks YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be kind of the same thing that I've been kind of doing, more social commentary. And I came across this story. Apparently an armed SWAT team evicted 2 homeless moms in Oakland, California. And I have some choice words to say about this. So without further ado, we're going to be reacting to armed SWAT team evicts 2 homeless moms in California. Here we go.
Heading over to Oakland, California, a case involving homeless mothers faced with SWAT officers and guns drawn is getting a lot of attention today. The case is also highlighting the growing number of homeless people across the United States. RT's Farron Franzak is joining us now with more to the story. So Farron, what's with the excessive force?
So one thing I do want to point out here real quick is the fact that they said the rising number of homeless people in the U.S. First of all, there is not a homeless problem amongst the entire U.S. It's only a few choice states. And you want to know where the problem lies? The high taxes that they have to pay. The high amount of cost of living in those areas because of all the freaking taxes that state is charging. California is among one of the most highest tax-paying states in the entire country. They also have one of the biggest problems with homelessness. So many homeless people in California.
Yeah, Manila, when you see SWAT vehicles and officers dressed in riot gear armed with rifles, you'd think that they'd be evicting, let's say, a high crime felon or even a serial killer. But no, the Alameda County Sheriff's deputies were there to evict 3 homeless mothers living in an abandoned home.
Let the moms go! Let the moms go!
At 5:30 a.m., Alameda County Sheriff's deputies, some looking like members of the military, walked into this home in West Oakland and gave 2 women and a man living inside 5 minutes to leave.
The doors were barricaded. They had fortified the doors, and making entry into the residence was very difficult.
Last week, a California judge ordered those living inside illegally for 2 months to leave the home owned by a Southern California real estate investment group that bought the foreclosed property last year for $500,000.
There you go, right there. It was already in an owned home. These people were living in that home illegally. Now, I'm not saying that I don't feel for these people, because of course I do. But you know what? There are laws in this country that we have to abide by. No matter how stupid you think it is, you have to abide by the laws of this country. These women were living in a house that was owned by somebody else, and they were living there without the permission of these people.
This is a movement. This is not the end. Them going to jail and all of this house was a statement. It was a symbol of what needs to happen in Oakland.
What's happening in Oakland? A one-night count of the homeless jumped 47% in just 2 years to 4,000 last year. And the median house sales price is about $750,000.
$750,000. The median house expense in Oakland, $750,000. I live in Iowa. Do you know what kind of house you can get for $750,000? You can get like a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, giant fucking mansion for that price. The average median house in Iowa costs anywhere around probably $150,000 to $200,000 max. That's the median. $750,000. That's all of the freaking taxes that California is charging to their citizens for the most ridiculous, stupid things.
The root cause? Many say it's Silicon Valley moving in, buying properties and gentrifying low-income neighborhoods and reselling homes to those who are working for big tech like Google and Facebook, who've made the San Francisco Bay Area home. That's why groups like Moms for Housing and Ace Action Oakland showed up the same time police arrived.
Full fatigues on. Like Tara said, with AR-15s. Like, what were they intending to do? What did they think the people were here to do?
But police say their military presence was warranted.
Knowing some of the threats that were out there and some of the things that had been said, we had to have people on standby in the event of a severe emergency, including a ballistic vehicle in case we had to do rescues of either citizens or people in the home or officers on the scene.
Once those living inside were removed and arrested, police boarded up the house with plywood. Now it's up to the Oakland police to arrest anyone caught trespassing. Despite the 3 living inside and 1 activist outside being arrested, activist groups called their protest that morning a success.
This was an absolute victory. We're still victorious, and we're going to keep it moving.
Now, Manila, the owners of the home, Wedgwood Properties, released a statement following the eviction, saying, quote, Wedgwood is pleased this illegal occupation of its Oakland home has ended peacefully. That is what we have sought since the start. We will now work with a nonprofit to renovate the home, giving opportunities to at-risk Oakland youths and splitting the profits with the nonprofit so that others may benefit. Well, a private security guard has now been stationed inside that home. All 4 that were arrested have been released from the Santa Rita jail. Reporting here in Washington, Farron Franzak, RT.
So there you go, everybody. You can't just see a home and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go live in that house. That's like trying to be one of those stupid ass sovereign citizens that think that they own whatever the fuck that they want and they can do whatever the fuck that they want. That's not how this country works. I know some of these laws are stupid, okay? Apparently this house had been abandoned and vacant for a long time. And this property company could have came in a lot sooner and renovated the house when they bought it. But they didn't. They just let it sit. So in that aspect, yes, I can understand and I can feel for those mothers and people that were living in that house having been evicted. That sucks. I understand that. But the law is the law. You have to abide by it just like everybody else in this country. I think that there are a lot of stupid laws on the books in a lot of states and federally as well. But you know what? I got to follow them. I don't think that I should have to pay taxes. I believe that taxation is a form of theft. And the fact that a lot of my tax money is going towards welfare programs and everything that I can't use myself, why should I be paying taxes and paying to the government for those that I can't, when I can't even use it? So I don't think I should have to pay taxes. Unfortunately, I have to. Sucks, but I do. We all do. And the thing is, people, you gotta follow the law. Sometimes it sucks, but just follow the law. Well, that about wraps it up for us here over at Dig Talks. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Leave me a like. Let me know if you like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. Thank you again so much, everybody, for joining me on Dig Talks. We'll catch you in the next one.